All right, we've got Formula One, the main trailer. I was wondering when the next one would come out because it's getting close. So they're going to start ramping up their materials here. This is going to be. I feel like this might be a very important movie for the summer and for certain studios involved because Apple hasn't really had, a good hit. And with the money involved with this, I think, they're really wanting this to be like a Top Gun kind of sensation, because of certain things. And we'll get into it after the trailer, but let's see what this trailer's giving. I mean, it's a lot of anticipation for the success of this movie and if it's going to work or not, and this sort of kind of dynamic and trailer and this sort of concept in Hollywood. So let's see.
So you like straight talk?
Straight as an arrow, no sugar.
Why are you here, Sonny?
Joseph Kaczynski.
When you look in the mirror,
Dude, Brad.
you see this rough and tumble, old school cowboy.
Whoa!
Doesn't
Okay.
take orders, goes his own way, huh?
Goes his own way.
A lone wolf.
Lone wolf.
Well, I've news for you. Formula One is a team sport. It always was. Listen, let's get this straight. We all lose our jobs if you can't pull off a miracle.
No pressure.
No.
The only question here is, why did Sonny Hayes come back to F1?
I think it's really wonderful that Apex are giving second chances to the elderly.
It's all right. You're just worried I'm quicker than you.
He's reckless.
You're making a mistake. Thinking that I'm just gonna be some grateful kid who'll bend the knee to an old timer.
Uh-oh.
I never should have pulled you into this.
Black.
That's the other driver. You say he was old. He not that old. That's a handsome man right there.
Sure is.
What's he doing? Plan C. Be ready.
Just gotta hope for some lucky breaks.
Hope it's not a strategy.
Anything else, Professor?
Try fast. Ever seen a miracle?
Not yet. How do you think I'd feel if you die on the track?
3 laps. 3 laps is a lifetime.
So I think this is going to be big. I got a nice, good little feeling there at that. I think the reasons why people might be like, nah, I don't know. I think it's hitting all the right beats. I think it's this older generation and new, older generation of movie star Hollywood, this young budding guy who's really growing in, I would say, more social media and culture popularity as an actor, and Damson Idris versus Brad Pitt. One has an Instagram following, one doesn't. I think Damson is obviously playing like a Lewis Hamilton, avatar type of character and archetype as that young British driver. The action probably looks spot on. It's very put you in the driver's seat, just like Top Gun put you in the cockpit of the planes. I think it's the global popularity of F1 right now is going to do a lot of the box office lifting for this. I mean, obviously Brad Pitt as well, but I think choosing something that is a global phenomenon right now in its popularity and in its zeitgeist sort of, reticence is a big part of this. And so, I'm excited, man. And June's right around the corner. Apple needs this to be a win. I think they've suffered quite a few hits and trying to be a major player here with these theatrical releases and just their movie profile as a whole. And I think doing it with Brad Pitt, doing it with Damson, they're hitting quite a few quadrants of this. It's not 4-quadrant, obviously, but I think it's dads, it's millennials, I think both, and mom, and like women too. Like it's women for Brad Pitt. The mom character is a surrogate clearly for that draw of like women Brad Pitting it. Damson has his draw of people who know him from Snowfall, more specifically. He had a big showing at the Met Gala recently. I mean, he hits a lot of boxes in the Instagram, like I would say young, like probably young male and young women, and obviously millennial and older women too. I mean, the signs are here. Like it's there's a lot of things stacked in its favor for this to be a good outcome, for this to like really pull in some meat here in the box office. Is it gonna be like huge? I don't know. I don't know the budget of this either. But and Brad Pitt is doing like he's in his like Robert Redford, Paul Newman era. We all know Paul Newman loved racing cars. He was a literal racetrack driver. wasn't Formula One, but he was a race car driver outside of being a movie star. I like this era for Brad. It's good. He was supposed to be retired, but he's just kind of chilling, I think, doing things that are very of him. I didn't realize he was so tatted, dude. That's so dope. I knew he had the forearm tats. I knew he had the tats on his arm. I didn't know his back was so gatted, but it makes sense. Yeah, dude. I think it's good. I mean, it's been on my list. It's obviously on the list. I'm excited to go see it. I think they're pulling Jerry Bruckheimer. They're wanting this to be an easy $400 million, potentially $500 million thing, and I think it will because of, the European market, the Formula One market. They're probably gonna err on the side of accuracy in depicting it. I mean, you've got Javier Bardem in there as well. I mean, they're pulling a lot of pieces together for this to be like on paper to totally score, and I think it will. So let me know what your thoughts are. I'm excited for this movie. I've been excited since the trailer last year, like that little teaser, and we're like, damn, dude, they showed it like a year away. They've been building anticipation for this slowly. I think this is going to be the win that Apple needs to totally sink it. So let me know. But like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content as far as reviewing cool trailers, upcoming movies, and film reviews as well. So this is it, and until next time.